Okay. It is September 2nd of 2020. It's a rainy Tuesday in East Texas. Yeah, it's going to rain till tomorrow morning. So, I'm glad I did certain things yesterday that needed to get done. I'm glad I didn't put it off. So, anyway, I've had a very, very interesting couple of days. And I'm hoping that I figure out how to do the splice so that when you see this, there's a short 2-minute video that's going to be added to this that I did with a pendulum out in the yard. Okay, here's the story. And the ring is in a box because it needs to be right now. I was digging in the yard. I have a garden. And I unearthed an old ring with a yellow stone in it, which, using the tarot and asking questions, I determined it was citrine. It's yellow. And I didn't give the ring much thought. I've had it for weeks, just hanging around, right? Then the other day, I put the ring on, just to put it on. Well, that activated the ring, which activated the owner, and activated my questions. And so I got out my cards and I got curious. And as I was shuffling and asking questions about the owner of this ring, I heard the name. Let me get my phone. I heard a name. Her name is Elenor Bisby. I've asked questions of my dice to find out how long the ring had been in the earth. How many decades? How many decades have you been in the earth? And I rolled 11. So that makes this ring 110 years in the earth. And that takes us back to the year 1900. I said, how long had you worn the ring? And I heard a 7 in my head and rolled a 7. So you've had it for 70. You wore this thing for 7 decades. It was her wedding ring. Her name was Elenor Bisby. Oh, God. I don't know if you can even see that on the phone. I know that it's not coming through. Okay. MyHeritage.com for Elenor. Elenor Bisby for the year 1900 in Bowie County, Texas. There she is. That's the name I heard in my head, and I can't get it to come up. So, I want to help us understand who Elenor Bisby might have been. So we're going to go to the cards, and we're going to talk about Elenor Bisby, see what we can find out. I've heard her husband's name. I've heard the name of a first child. And let's see if I can get any of the same answers again with you guys. It's always, I kind of feel like I know what I know. And the pendulum told me other things that were very specific. So let's just kind of go there. Elenor Bisby, who wore that ring that no longer, it's probably bronze, I'm gonna say. Copper would be too soft, and it's bronze. I'm pretty sure it's bronze. And it looked like it had a silver or white gold plating on it, and it's all worn off. Oh yeah, if we do the math from 1900 and I wore the ring for 70 years, let's go back 1830. It was her wedding ring. So it's at least 190 years old today. It's crazy. But yeah, that's what I got. The reason I'm not wearing it, someone pointed out to me that it's probably not a good idea to wear an heirloom ring like that that's got somebody's energy in it. Since she's not my biological relative, and I don't know the energies in the ring. And she was kind of going, I felt very strongly to wear it as a wedding ring, and felt like she was wanting me to wear it. And I was like, okay. It's in my box with some cedar and one of my stones, just to kind of keep things under control. I've had to do some meditation and some Reiki today just to make sure that I have a clear energy field for this kind of work. But I really feel like I know what I know. Okay, Elenor. I want to find out about Eleanor's life here. This is still rural East Texas. In 1900, there would have been a railhead a little over a mile from here. The jail, the courthouse, was further than that, maybe at the outskirts of town, about 5 miles from my current location. So it took a minute for her to get somewhere to do anything back then. There was nothing here. There's still nothing here. I'm sorry. I've lived in cities. I've lived in places with sidewalks and dog leashes rules and coffee shops. This is kind of an adjustment. Oh, we have people outside playing in the mud, racing up and down. The streets are muddy. So, yeah, they're not paved. They're not paved. I often tell myself, you're not being punished. You didn't do something bad. There's a reason why you're here. Probably to find Eleanor's ring. Maybe to discover Elenor, you think? Okay, Elenor. I want to know who Elenor Bisby was. And I'm going to turn the camera down so we can maybe get acquainted. I will tell you this. Out there, approximately 4 feet from where I was digging and found the ring, is this massive pecan tree. This sucker's 100 years old, if it's a day. And there's pictures of that tree and her location there. When I first moved to this spot, you can tell that I live in an RV. I think you can. When I moved to this spot, I asked the big tree about my clothesline, and I got a message, please don't put that big bolt in me, and it came with a feeling like, please don't put that bolt in me. That's Simon. There's 9 of those running around and 3 little dogs. Yeah, okay. So anyway, all right, Elenor, let's get to it. Let's get acquainted. Okay. All right. Elenor Bisby. And I'm going to use my charms. Okay, let's go. Oh, I have got the sniffles. I have got allergies. I don't mean to be like that, but I'm sorry. It figures. I should have maybe taken a sinus pill before I got started. this method that you're watching here is something that developed when I developed my charms. So it's kind of inspired and it's kind of personal to others. Might do it this way. It's just I don't know, but I know that I do it this way. And okay. And Spirit might have me use all the charms or only a few. Elenor Bisby's life. Can you show us Elenor Bisby's life? Elenor Bisby's life. Okay, touching is important. If it doesn't really touch, it's peripheral. I'm going to move these out of the way. The string on that button is actually touching the crossroads. That's touching. We have a 5 energy here going. Okay, we have that over there. We're going to move you out the way. Okay. The key, the crossroad, the bones don't lie, and sickness. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, Cupid, the sparkle, the money. Need to move you out the way. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. Okay, conflict. Bad male energy. The World. And okay, no. That's my sickness. My bad. This is lying. Sorry, this is lying. The button with all the thread in it is lying, and it's funny how it lands on the false knight, the Knight of Cups, the one that he just talks and doesn't really do anything. My messenger and my ankh. Okay, so we've got the Six of Wands. We have something celebrated. I have hope, a cross, maybe necessity, business, female, the moon, button, which buttons hold things together. Okay? Obstacle, but a leap of faith, and the butterfly that transforms. Let's see what we have under here. We have the Hanging Man. Okay, so we're going to try to unpack what this says. Now over here, this teardrop was on its face. That's many tears. I'm almost scared. King of Swords. Okay. All right. Because I have the negative energy, I have sickness and conflict all together, and I have it over the world, over a major arcana. This means that something was, I'm just getting something was very hard. King of Swords, many tears. I hate to say it, but maybe she had an abusive husband. Oh, snap. Yeah, because the Knight of Cups, the bones don't lie. Destiny. It was sort of fated that this would be her life. Crossroads. And illness. Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. This is a behavior. So we're talking somebody that, a snake charmer. Ooh. Snake charmer kind of comes from. Charmed. Very charming. Oh. He came along. And he was somebody. He was actually a somebody maybe. Celebrated. known. The Ankh is life. Dang. Okay, so there's the Cupid card. Promises maybe of the world. We're gonna travel. We're gonna do things. He had her. She was in love with the idea of the money, of the promises of what the Two of Swords is. And I think it was all illusion, because I have the Knight of Cups over here, so I'm not real sure this was even real. This might have been based in pure fantasy. So her energy, okay, the female energy, this little flower, this was her stuck. Obstacle. She's stuck. She's buttoned down. She is stuck. She's not going anywhere. She's not moving. She kept... Oh. The moon... the moon. Oftentimes the moon, you know, we're talking about Howl at the Moon. The cross. In the Lenormand, the cross has definitions of trials and suffering and things that are in necessity. And so that puts me there. She was a woman of faith. This is the feather of hope. So she kept hoping for a transformation. See the little butterfly, how it sparkles? She was hoping that this would turn into a butterfly. The frog is a leap of faith. So again, we have a woman with lots of hope and lots of faith that something in this would transform. This is my watch band link, and it's like a business connection. But nothing changed. It was business as usual. Business as usual for poor Miss Elenor, I think. Her husband was not kind. I think there was some illness here. I really do. We've got negative energy and illness. So I'm hearing mental. And the 5. Notice here, the 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups. The 5, the energy of a 5. So things were not easy for Miss Elenor. They weren't. Oh my goodness. But she never stopped with her hope and her leap of faith. Okay, that's the nuts and bolts. Is he talked a good line. I don't think he was a nice man. Not convinced of that at all. So, okay, so we've unpacked that. And let's go. Put these away. Illness, yeah, 'cause I really do. I think that maybe he had he might have been a chronic liar. It's not like that narcissist didn't exist back in the day, right? And these are my Sibylla Gypsy Oracle. So here we want to go look into her life a little more. Miss Elenor Bisby. Elenor Bisby. Your life, according to the Gypsy Oracle. Elenor Bisby. Your life according to the those out of the way. Alright, so I have, and they are all in the reverse, folks. We have wedding in the reversed, people coming together for the wrong reasons, the wife, the young woman, hope, and merchant. Alright, I've got to get my... Okay, so when you see the wedding in this position, a loss of independence or unhappy joining of people for the wrong reasons. Holy cow. Wife, unresolved issues and discord, but it's also literal. And now we have the young woman. It says, okay, temptation and guilt. Oh dear. I'm kind of wondering if she didn't have to do this. Hope in reverse. She might have been in the family way and had to get married. Oh dear. Yeah. You let other opportunities slip by. So this, she had another opportunity, but she couldn't take it. She had other suitors and couldn't take it. Merchant. I think I have company outside. I hope not, but I think I do. Upsetting time. She had a bad, things were bad. Things were not happy for Miss Elenor. Okay. Things were not happy for Miss Elenor. Well, doggone it. It's a, yeah. So, anyway. That was her wedding ring that I was wearing. And she wore it for 70 years. I did the pendulum. And you will see this. I'm going to try to join these two videos together. Because I asked the tree. Because I asked her, did you know about this tree outside? And she's like, no. Her children planted it after her death. This was a family plot. So, over time, the simple wooden coffin has deteriorated to nothing. And she is wrapped up in the roots of this massive pecan tree. There's a section of bark on this pecan tree that looks lady parts, shall I just put it that way. She's integrated into this tree. She really is. She's a part of this tree. Let me see. Tomorrow is a full moon. I believe that I will go out there. I feel like I can make it official. Make her recognized again. A spot. But I'm also going to work on lighting some candles to help her transition into the light so she can find peace, because I see a thing here that she's not at peace. She is taking on a lot of guilt for all of it, for getting herself in the position in the first place. So she's afraid. She's afraid of what is on the other side if she allows herself to be transitioned over. And I'm going to help her, I hope I help her to not be afraid to let go of this so she can go on. She needs to move on to the light now. That's Miss Elenor Bisby. She's a real person. She really, somewhere in the close vicinity of where I'm at right now, was a homestead. I'm sort of leaning towards the trees that are across the driveway, because all that area hasn't been developed. It's just natural, big old trees. Some of those trees are pretty old over there. It's not been paved over. It belongs to, I'm gonna guess that it belongs to this park I'm in, and they just haven't ever done anything with it. And so there's no lines, there's no water lines, no sewer lines, there's nothing dug up or anything over there. It could be that that's where the house actually was. We'll see. I'll see about that. I don't know. But I am definitely getting that she's just afraid of what goes ahead, because she had to get married. Poor Miss Elenor, she had to get married. Her husband's name was David. I got a David out of that. And there was a boy, Liam, who, when I asked her how many children she had with the dice in my hand, I heard 6, and I rolled a 6 and a 4. 6 lived and 4 did not. That wouldn't have been unusual for turn of the century. Yeah, that's what I heard, and the dice confirmed it as I rolled it. So and I got a 5. I keep getting the energy of a 5. We're still in the energy of her life. We're still there in the energy of her life. So anyway, the other day I kept rolling 8s repetitively, a 5 and a 3, 5 and a 3, 5 and a 3. Strength. That's the strength card. Anyway, I'm going to stop this and try to learn how to edit videos to make them go together so I can upload just one video in under half an hour. This is going to take a minute to download with my slow internet. Like and subscribe. And if you have, you want me to do a reading? You know, you can ask. You can put a comment down there and go, what about this? We'll have some fun with it. How about that? And I'm going to start doing, taking requests. And I'm totally happy with a barter system. We can do that. I do have the Cash App, and we can do barter. Things are hard right now. Things are hard. Some of you are watching this because you're at home and you ain't got nothing else to do. I'm sorry. I'm retired, and so I'm sitting at home, and you know, I'm doing okay out here in the mud. I'm sorry. So anyway, blessings, and let me stop this thing.